Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So guess what we are talking about today? So yes, we are talking about today on the plastic types and their grades of recycle and how much it is safe to use for the food purpose. So I have been thinking to do a video on this since long, but I was so busy on my stuff. So finally I'm here. So I hope you guys will like it and hope I will be able to make you guys understand about the plastic types and its uses. The production of synthetic plastic was started with the bakelite in 1907. That marks the beginning of plastic production in the world. However, the plastic production got hyped after the 1950. If we look after 65 years in 2015, the annual plastic production is 318 million tons per year. Can you believe that is 200 times more than that was in 1950? And it sums up around the 1/3 of total population of the world. And if we look at the cumulative of all this plastic production in all these years, then that makes more than 7 billion tons of plastic production. Let's talk about the plastic disposal and plastic waste management. So before 1980, the incineration of plastic waste or the recycling was negligible. That's why no 100% recycling of plastic was considered. However, after 1990, the recycling rate of plastic waste increased by 0.7% each year. And if we look at in 2015, the recycling rate of plastic is 8.3%. That makes 3 million tons of plastic recycled per year. Compare the figure of plastic waste production, that is 275 million, and then we compare the recycling rate, that is just 3 million tons of plastic is recycled per year. We can figure it out, like how much plastic goes to the landfill or ocean. In 2015, an estimated 55% of global plastic waste was discarded, and only 25% were incinerated, and only 20% is recycled in the world. If we look at the plastic waste production by the country, China is the dominant one with the plastic waste production of the 60 million tons per year, followed by the US 32 million tons per year, and then Germany, and then comes the Brazil. The high income countries like the US, China, Australia, Japan, and North American country are good at managing the plastic because of the good waste management facilities and recycling facilities. And while we look at the low income countries like South Asian countries or Southeast Asian countries or South African countries, there is a lack of waste management facilities and the waste disposal management. That's why the 80 to 90% of the plastic waste in those countries goes to the landfill or into the rivers or rivulets, making our water environment pollutant with the plastic waste. And those plastics, they last for 100 to 100 years. So imagine how much plastic that we have around us in our environment. So you guys might have seen the numbers in the plastic and might be confused or thinking like, what is this numbering inside the triangle? So that is actually the Resin Identification Code. You might have seen these numbers in the plastic. Actually, this number represents the plastic which is used to make the products like these. Polyethylene terephthalate is the most common thermoplastic polymer resin, commonly known as the polyester. So it is used in the microfiber clothing, or the water bottles, soft drink bottles like these, or we can say in the fruit packaging like these, the clear plastic, or in the clear bottles like these, or the cleaning microfiber cleaning towels like this, which is like made up of the polyester. Yes, these items are rigid and hard and can be recycled 100%. The recycled PET products are sleeping bag, the winter clothes, the winter jackets with fibers inside, or the construction material, or the protective packaging. Polyethylene terephthalate is the most commonly recycled plastic resin. However, if you use the water bottles, which is just a single use and throw, so I suggest you guys to avoid the single use plastic like the water bottles, and rather you can use the refill water bottles. High density polyethylene is made up of the polymer known as ethylene, so it has a high strength to density ratio, and so it is most commonly used to produce the bottles like shampoo bottles, or the milk or juice bottles like this, or it is used in the cleaning products like these bottles, or in the sanitizers, and also in the chairs, plastic chairs, water pipes, grocery bags like the coals and woolworth bags. The hard rigid bottles are mostly recycled. However, the soft plastic bags cannot be recycled, so it's better to avoid those bags and replace them with the reusable bags like the tote bags. The recycled products of HDPE is either the recycle bins or the pallets, or the products which is made of the hard plastic. Polyvinyl chloride is most commonly used to produce the PVC plumbing and gutter pipes like these, which can last for more than 100 years, and also for the bank or credit cards. Vinyl flooring, also it is also used in the children's toy, and also the plasticized vinyl is used in producing the medicinal gloves like this, and also they contain vinyl powder inside these gloves, which causes a skin reaction. That's why it is considered to avoid these gloves and replace it with the nitrile gloves. That's why the countries like Australia, they have started to avoid the use of number 3 resin code products, that is of the polyvinyl chlorides, which is very difficult because it is very difficult to recycle. Even if it's recycled, then the product is gonna be the same. The pipes, the recycled products is the same, the pipes or the wrappings like the bubble wrap. The low density polyethylene is the most commonly used plastic resin in the worldwide. It is most commonly used in the shopping bags, bin liners, like either in the color or the non-color form, or in the clean wrap for the food packaging like this. Like this clean wrap, it is very, very soft, and also in the use and throw soft plastic cups like this, which is very, very soft, and producing the soft plastic materials. Low density polyethylene is recycled. However, normally people use it just for the use and throw purposes, for the easy, because it's easy to use them. If it's recycled, then the recycled product is just the bin liners or either the dispenser bottles. Polypropylene, also commonly called as a polypropylene, it's most commonly used in producing the containers like the yogurt or the ice cream containers like these, or the plant pots like these. It is also used in producing the hard food containers, which is microwavable like this, or also in the soft plastic like squeezable bottles, like a case of bottles. And polypropylene, the most common use of polypropylene is in the caps of water bottles or soft drink bottles, which is widely used. And yes, the polypropylene can be recycled if it's hard and rigid like the bottle caps. The recycled products of polypropylene is mostly the auto parts or either the industrial fibers. Polystyrene is the versatile, insulative, and easily formed plastic resin, which has the resin identification code number 6. This is most commonly used to produce the protective foam product like this, which even gets away easily when you even rub with a little bit. Polystyrene can be molded very easily, and it is most commonly used in the use and throw takeaway products like these plastic cups or these plastic spoons or the plastic plates. Polystyrene is not recycled at all, since it has a low melting point, and it the polyester gets decomposed so easily. So avoid using the products from the polystyrene as much as you can, since it can be recycled, and it just add up the piles and piles of plastic into our planet. The resin identification code number 7 includes the plastic products produced from the other resins other than those included in the previous 6 resin identification codes. The other products includes the products from nylon, sunglasses, protective glasses, CD, DVDs, or baby milk bottles. Talking about the recyclability, the resin identification code number 7 others is produced from the various range of plastics. So the recyclability depends upon the individual products, which is produced from the individual plastic resin. So if it's sunglass or the safety protection glass, and then it can be recycled. However, also the milk bottle can be recycled. However, the CD or DVD ROMs or the nylon products from the nylon cannot be recycled. So it depends. It's both yes or no. So if we consider all the recycling factors and how much percentage of the plastic is recycled and how easy it is to recycle, then we can conclude that that it is safe to use it is safe to use the plastic with the resin identification code number 2, 4 and 5, that is high density polyethylene, number 2, 4 low density polyethylene, and 5 polypropylene, and the resin identification code number 1 polyethylene terephthalate, that or PET or PT, and plastic with the resin identification code number 7 others needs to be used with a caution, because it can be recycled, but not in the large amount as much as like the other plastic. And the last but not the least, the plastic with the resin identification code number 3 polyvinyl chloride, and the plastic with the resin identification code number 6 polystyrene is not recycled at all, or it's just very hard to recycle. So it is better to avoid those plastic as much as you can, so that you don't contribute to the heaps of plastic that has been abandoning or not been managed, or that's been polluting our environment and end up just being piled up in some landfill and affecting the environment. So I hope you after this video it's much easier for you to know the which plastic belongs to the which group, and you might be able to segregate the which can be recycled or not recycled. So be wise and use the products that can be recycled, or avoid the products that's not recyclable as much as you can. Stay safe. Thank you. So if you like this video and find it productive, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also don't forget to recycle.